Hey car fans, we got a cool video coming where I'm going to put this pedal commander in my own Camaro. But first, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and new people, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us grow the channel. We got a brand new thing here. We want to make it big. We're going to have a lot of fun, maybe all over the world. So let's go. Like it, comment, and share it. Be a big help. I bought an almost new Camaro 1LE 4-cylinder turbo because I love the way they handle. But there's an issue with the way the throttle acts. It's an E-throttle. When I rev it up and let off to shift, the engine doesn't let off all the way. It must be emissions or something. There's throttle hang. Now what I hope this pedal commander will do is I hope it will let the throttle off when I let the throttle off. So let's put it in the car, just plug in the harness, see what happens. All right, here's the piece. This plugs into the pedal. This goes up on the dash somewhere. It can also be operated by Bluetooth, but it's only going to take a minute to get it in. I can't wait to see if it does what I hope it does. Now you see we got 3 pedals here. 1LE Camaros are almost all manual transmissions, and that's why I'm so concerned about this throttle letting off quickly, because it'll make for quicker, smoother upshifts. Now we're going to have to remove this gas pedal. It's just one bolt right here. In an automatic transmission car, you don't let off the gas to shift. So it doesn't matter so much, if at all, what the throttle does when you're off the throttle. But in a manual transmission car, it really does. Because when you go to that next gear, you need for the revs to be lower, especially in the lower gears, first to second, second to third. There's a pretty big jump in the revs. So if the throttle lets off quicker, the revs will drop and they will automatically match to the next gear. So when you let up the clutch, you got the right revs. All right, let's pull this baby out. I think there's something. All right, then there's a little red tab. Push it up, it snaps up, and you unplug the pedal. We've got our throttle commander. We find the ones that line up. There's a red tab, just like what we had on the pedal. Boom, and lock it with the little red tab. Wow, that's nice. Good job, Chevrolet. And now the other side, we plug in. So we're plugged in. Gonna figure out what to do with these wires. Tell you what, I'm gonna want to run it right back behind there because I sure don't want any wires to get caught on a gas pedal. Reinstall tab A into slot B. If you ever put together a bicycle on Christmas Eve, you'll be all set for this. There, okay. Key is when you pull it out, you pull the pedal back. And when you put it back in, you go down in the hole and slide it forward. They didn't show me that in that YouTube video either. All right, she's all plugged in. We're gonna route the wires better later. For now, I'm just gonna tuck them in. Pedal commander installed. Well, that was quick, easy, and simple. Let's see if I did it right. Let's just turn on the ignition to begin with here. Oh, I see life. It's on city. We're gonna leave the pedal commander right there. Let's start it up. Clutch and brake. That mean 4-cylinder jumps to life. City setting is very much like stock, just slightly more responsive, if I remember my owner's manual correctly. Well, we'll try city first. Here we go, city, which is almost stock. See how long that hangs up there? That's what I'm wanting to improve. Yay. Now in an old school car, before e-throttles, before electronic controls and emissions, when you let off the throttle, the engine slowed right down. And it depended on how big your flywheel was. If you had a heavy flywheel, it would act kind of like that. And so that could be part of it. Now let's move this thing. Here's the fun part. All right, on city setting, you can see the light illuminates. You punch the star button and it moves to sport. And then we've got a plus button. And look, you can add more to sport. And if you want, you go back down with the minus button. I like that. That's nice and simple. So now it's going down, -4, -3. You can really fine tune it, I'll tell you that. I hit the button. Now we're in sport mode. Let's just see what happens. Well, sitting still. Wow, that seems really familiar. Sitting still, I mean, it seems the same. Let's go crazy to Sport Plus. Same test, sitting still. Sitting still, I don't notice a big difference yet. I guess we have to get it on the road to see what it does driving. Proof's in the pudding. We're in city mode. I have to say, I think it feels a little bit more responsive right off the bat. But maybe because I was going downhill. Let's go left here. Throttle's still hanging. Not real crazy about that so far. I don't think I notice a difference. Let's try first gear, 1-2 shift. You can see that the revs stay up high, around 4,000 or 5,000. When I let the clutch up the next gear, boom, then that drags it down. And that's not good for the synchros, it's not good for the clutch. It's what I wanted to try to fix, and in city mode it doesn't seem to be fixed. Let's go to sport mode. We'll get back down to first gear. Try this again. Shoot, you can actually hear and see the revs overrun a little bit when I let off to shift. It goes for one, like rev to 4,000, I let off to shift, and the revs go to like 41 or 200 and then slowly fade. So far it's not fixing the issue that I was hoping that we could fix. So first impression is it's not doing what I had hoped for whatever reason. It does make the turbo come on strong, I'll tell you. Maybe the throttle hang is not in the throttle. Maybe the reason it's happening is not the E-throttle. It could be related to some sort of idle control circuit that lets air in. It definitely responds quicker. I like it in the upper gears. In the lower gears, it makes it kind of sudden when it comes on the boost. But look at that throttle hang. That is not yet any better. Let's go to Sport Plus here. Tell you what, I do like Sport Plus for the downshifts. I get a lot. Wow. It gets into the boost right away, I'll tell you. Oh, I definitely like it on the downshifts. It's mighty aggressive on, yeah. Hard throttle's very aggressive. In Sport Plus, boy, you know it. I think the driver would get used to it, but the throttle hang problem does not, or I shouldn't call it a problem, the throttle hang issue does not seem to be any better. It seems actually very much the same so far. You know, it's so aggressive and touchy that it makes low speed pretty tricky. I think Sport Plus is going to be good for high speed in the Camaro Turbo. At low speed, it's a little crazy. So I need to set it up for Sport Plus at higher road speeds, higher gears, and maybe Sport or City at the lower gears. I do like that aggressive throttle for the downshift blips. I really do. It's funny, I would want to reprogram the whole map on my pedal commander to make it aggressive in higher gears and aggressive on downshift blips, and then not so aggressive in the lower gears. I wonder if the guys there at Pedal Commander could do that for me. We got some time in the Camaro with the Pedal Commander, and here's what I think. The Sport, and even more so the Sport Plus, really works well with the turbo engine in the higher gears, even third, but especially fourth, fifth, and sixth, because it opens fast, which reduces turbo lag, and it's a great setup. In the lower gears, it's snappy, it's aggressive. It gets better. The more I drive, the better I get used to the lighter throttle to smooth it out in the lower gears. Perfect world, I would like the Pedal Commander to give me the Sport Plus in the high gears, Sport in the middle gears, and then City in the lower gears for the smoothest, lowest turbo lag. The Pedal Commander definitely makes the car feel more aggressive and more sporty. It's so cool that it's very easy to switch modes immediately. Another place where the Sport and Sport Plus is even better is downshifting. My Camaro 1LE 4-cylinder turbo has got a manual transmission. And when I'm downshifting, I'm matching revs manually. This is total old school. It's a magic art of driving heel and toe downshift. The blip raises the revs really quickly, and it's beautiful for manual transmission downshifts. It's really a big advantage there in downshifting smoothly. Now the special change that we wanted, trying to get the engine to slow down quicker when I let off the revs, I see very little to no change there. So I think there are other factors at work, like maybe a heavy flywheel to smooth out the car. Maybe GM, Chevrolet made the car that way. Also, there could be an idle speed control valve that lets air through. There appears to be some device beyond just the pedal, the e-throttle, that is keeping the revs hanging high. So we haven't figured that one out yet, and I'm going to keep pursuing that because I'd really love for that engine to slow down quickly when I come off the revs. I've asked my friend Larry over there at Pedal Commander. I want to thank Pedal Commander for joining us for this video, having a look. It's in the car and it's staying in the car because I like the way it reduces turbo lag in the upper gears from third up. Be sure to hit subscribe, really helps us. Like, comment. I'll catch up with you. I want to hear what you think about Pedal Commander, if it would work for you too. Thanks for following along.